As always, let's watch this in full, and there is sound. That's so good. This is another one where I think animation-wise, I really don't have much to say. I just wanted to highlight it and show the awesomeness, but there's just a lot of it that's really cool. In terms of the presentation, it's neat. I like the style. I like how it's presented with those colors and that blurry background. That just gives it just enough of a background. It all blends in nicely. I love the, as always, the 2D effects and all these are great. I think it has a great flow of how the body is tumbling here. Got really nice lines, clean silhouettes. Sometimes I think we could push it where it feels a bit stiff, where everything is moving as one, body and head. And he got hit. So for a moment, he's going to be a bit more out of control and then regain control to go up here. So I think there could be a moment of potentially floppier arms, at least one, and you can have asymmetry in there. Watch out silhouette-wise that we don't have little stumpy legs there, so it could be slightly more like that. Again, not that it's super twinned. I like that there's an offset, but we're just kind of losing the structure just on that frame. And it has an overall feel like I think we can just separate these a bit more. And then by having these out as they come in, will give us a greater sense of he's back in control to go up here. This is all cool. Love how it follows that path. It's a tad harsh to almost go a bit wider there, but that's just me. It's really cool though. I really like the lines. Sometimes I feel like it's almost too nice, where I was kind of like a bit of just an offset in all these, something like that. Gets a bit clean here, but again, these are just single frames. The main reason, besides looking great, and I love the interaction there with the camera, all that it's great. It just struck me when he does this. I love how he gets in there and he has a little bit of a moving hold. There's a bit of a wiggle looseness, and then especially this one as he prepares, how the body moves, has a slight drag, and how then the legs come up. And it's a simple thing, just like a drag overlap type of thing, but it just feels really nice. It's a good floaty weight. I know it sounds really weird to put these together, but I like the floaty weight in this. Again, love the look, nicely silhouetted, and then going in there is really neat, frame by frame, to see what is changing, how he gets in there, that we have to reframe for this. And a bit stumpy, where we could see maybe potentially the structure a bit better. There is stuff going on in the hand, so anything will maybe have a slight glimpse of that forearm, the fingers, maybe cheating a little bit. They're getting in there, but this is cool. This could be ever so slightly more intense, I feel like. This is cool. But this here almost feels slightly tired and sad. So maybe even on these frames, pushing the upper lid up to get a bit more white. It's a bit more like that. I would cheat the pupil a bit more over screen left. That's all cool. I love all that. I love that blown out frame there, and we still see this, and these are cool too, frame by frame, seeing what happens there. And then if you watch this in real time, actually whiz sound is cool too. It's just really neat. So again, overall, not a huge amount of animation critiques, because I picked some of these out just because I feel like maybe this could need some work, and some of these I go like, this is just so cool. I just want to pick them and talk about it and see what I like, because it's not always about fix this and do that. Sometimes I think it's also important just to highlight, this is really cool and this works really well because of that, and there's a bit more like an appreciation pick than a critique pick. So for me, if I be, again, speaking of pick and being picky, if I would pick some things, it would be the looseness of the body, and sometimes some of these paths where they could just be, they almost feel like he is stuck in, I can't tilt up higher and I don't want to tilt down lower. I feel like this almost needs a lower arc where it kind of flattens out too quickly. If you watch this in real time, there's a slight like hit here, just feeling wise. The rest is really cool. So yeah, little picky things here and there, but overall, very, very nice.